Hello, and welcome to another edition of Camille's Corner. So, today we're going to talk about the misconceptions of arrogance and confidence. Okay, so this just came to me because I hear a lot of people on my day to day journey in life. They they always say, you're so confident, you're so confident, and I'm just like, really, you think so? Um, Personally, I don't feel like I have a bunch of confidence, but I get that a lot. Like, I wish I could be as confident as you, or I wish I could do this, da da da. And I'm just like, maybe I am confident. I don't know. Um, but I will give a little backstory about me, because I do believe that a person's personality, you can have a personality trait to be confident. And I think a lot of times growing up, you're rearing, things that you experienced in your life can contribute to how you feel about yourself, how you walk, how you talk, how you come across to people. And a lot of people say, well, that was then, that has nothing to do with me now. And I, politely disagree. I believe that things that you went through in your past, growing up, um, even in your life's journey, after childhood, it molds you. It makes you the person that you are. And sometimes that's good and sometimes it's not. But everybody has their own story. So for me, I'm going to say that my story began with, as far as my confidence is concerned, with my mom forcing me to be in pageants. She forced me to be up front in church, which means giving Easter speeches, which means giving welcomes. I was always active in the church, and I was always in a pageant. And I would be so nervous. Like, I would be to the point where my aunt's actually reciting some scriptures to help me get through my stage fright. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. But right now, this very day, I appreciate those times. I appreciate those um, days that she forced me to do stuff that I didn't want to do when I got in front of people. It forced me um, to get out there and to not be afraid of people. And I think that, in turn, with some things I had to go through um, in relationships that mold me as well. Just a lot of things that just went together and culminated and just made it to be, um, or me to be who I am today. And personally, I don't feel like I'm confident because I do still get, nervous about certain things. But if I know what I'm talking about, or if I know what the subject is that we're talking about, then I'll either do some research, or if I already know about it, then I do feel confident. Um, when I talk to people, I try to look them in their eye and I try to put forth my best effort, my best foot forward. I do try to do that. I try to better myself in every way, um, daily, because definitely nobody has it all. Nobody has it all. And so when I feel as though someone may be getting mistreated because they don't speak up, then I definitely speak up for them. And it's just a habit. It's something that's just innate because I had been pushed around so long, with other things, and other things, and other aspects of my life. And no one was there to speak up for me. And so I feel not necessarily obligated, but I do feel a sense of um, wanting to help others that aren't as assertive or as that would speak up for themselves easily. And I wind up being friends with them too. Like I wind up being close to people who are opposite of me. And because I do believe in speaking up for yourself, I do believe in not being pushed around. Now, that's just me because I have been pushed around. You get what I'm saying? So it's coming from a place of being pushed around. So now it's like, I'm not going to be pushed around again. So I know some people that also feel that they felt like I was arrogant. And so I was like, I don't think that I'm arrogant. I try not to put off that I am, but I do uh, make an effort to do my best, be my best. So, and if I'm talking about something that I'm passionate about, I might get a little loud about it. I will walk into the room with a mission. If I need to, do this or that, then I will. If I am unsure of where I am or who I'm around, then I'm going to be less confident. and but it may seem as though I'm being arrogant, and I'm not. So I looked it up. Of course, I try to get some stats going here, and so there are some misconceptions, and then of course let's also talk about the resting bitch face. Like my mom tells me that I have that, and I may have, but I'm working on that. So when I see myself or feel myself sitting like, then I'll put a little smirk with it, a little smile with it. I try to do that. So that's just me trying to do and not have the resting bitch face. But that's definitely something that my mom brought up to me, and I am working on that. Okay, so bear with me on that one. So, arrogance, the attitude of superiority and of an opinion overbearing manner, and not really listening to someone else's opinion. And for sure, that's definitely not me. Like I want to hear other people's opinions. Like, I like the feedback, the back and forth. It makes the conversation better. I mean, if all of us thought alike, you know what I'm saying? So maybe you could think of something that would help me or help the situation, and I'd be like, I never thought about that. Wow. Okay, good. Let's do it. But some people don't want to hear other people's opinions, and okay, that's fine. But that's not a person whom I want to have a relationship with, a friendship or any type, because there's more than one way to do anything. And if you feel like your way is the only way, and I know that I've been around people that feel that way, that's not something this particular Bridget would want to deal with. Like that's my choice. I choose not to be around those kinds of people. But also confidence is feeling self-assured, and it arises from one's appreciations of one's own abilities and qualities. And I'm not even sure if I'm confident in that. So, like, me doing these podcasts, like, I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know if I'm saying the right things. I don't know if I have the right platform. I don't know. All I know is that I'm going to try it. Put it out there, see if people like it, see if people can relate, and go for it. You know what I'm saying? So, and if that's confidence, then I guess I have that, just to get out there and try it and see, that kind of thing. And to get constructive criticism, or to just put my opinion out there. And if you have one that differs, then, comment, whatever. But that's just where I am in my life. Like, I don't know everything about everything. So if someone talks to me about music. I love music and I love all genres of music. So a lot of times talking about music or talking about the beat or the lyrics or whatever, something like that, that's passionate for me. And so I'll get excited and start talking fast and, smiling. All you see is teeth because, I'm excited about what I'm talking about. And I'm confident in it because if I don't know about something, I'll check into it. So the next time we have the conversation, I'm ready for you. Um, you know what I'm saying? So that's something that I have confidence in. But if we talk about something else that I'm not familiar with, I'm not sure with, let's just say movies. I am not a fan of B and C movies. And they might be the best movies a person's ever seen, but I'm just not interested in it. And, that's one of my quirks that I have to live with, and it is what it is. However, if someone starts talking about movies, I can talk about the ones that I know about and the quality of the ones that I like. But as far as going, deep and in depth conversation about certain movies that I don't even want to look at, of course I'm not going to have much to say. I wouldn't mind listening, to what you have to say or whatever. I'll do that. Sorry. I'll do that. But as far as talking about it or feeling confident about my conversation, I'm not going to do that. Um, if it has anything to do with my loved ones, anything to do with them, I'm going to be confident in what I'm saying because I love them, and everything that I'm saying or doing would be because I love them. And it's coming from a good place. And if I'm wrong, that I'm wrong about whatever the case may be, but I definitely will listen to what you have to say or listen to your opinion. Um, so what's the difference? It's a line. It's a fine line because there are some people that are very confident but arrogance exudes from their bodies. And it's just like, wow. Like, I don't know. But it could be just confidence. You just never know. Or somebody's trying to fake it till they make it. And a lot of times that's me too. And I don't get tired of it, but it exhausts me. Makes me exhausted to hear, oh, I wish I was as confident as you are. You seem to be so confident. You're this and that and the other. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not. Like, but all I can say about that is that I try. I try my best. And I'm thankful for some of the things that I went through so that could mold me into who I am today. Um, I think I'm a pretty cool person. I mean, if I wasn't me, I would definitely want to be my friend. Just saying. So you gotta love yourself, and you have to, in my opinion, you have to put whatever you want to be out there. Not necessarily where you think you are, but where you want to be. Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to say? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I used to say what I wanted to say, and sometimes it was not the right thing to say at that time or right thing to say, period. It may have offended someone. I don't know. And then it'll make my confidence low about saying anything else because, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't. So your confidence, my confidence, sometimes, like I said, could be good and then not so good. So I'm just learning to discern, okay, when should I say this? When should I not? When should I be this way and when should I not? You know? And if I'm not feeling it or I'm not like educated on a particular subject, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to listen and I'm going to learn. And the next time I come to the table, I'll have something to talk about. Um, but that's me. So today was a good day today for me at work. And so I want to throw that in there as well. My confidence is definitely better in the workplace after a mishap I feel that happened at work. And so it's about getting up, showing up, and that's what I try to do. And I hope that's what you do. And I hope you don't lead with arrogance, lead with confidence, and lead with love. If you're coming from a good place when you're talking, when you're whoever you're talking to, whatever you're doing, if you're coming from a good place, a lot of times that will shine through. And when that shines through, then people can see, oh, I thought you were arrogant, but you're really kind of cool. And I've heard that before too. So it's like, give me the chance, you know? And that person that you feel like this have it all together, like, talk to them. Like, find out, if they're faking it till they make it. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate the compliments. I do. But I just definitely wanted to get that off my chest as far as the confidence and the arrogance. Because I know some arrogant people. And I don't want to be like that. And I definitely don't want to come across that way. Because it shuts some people down. It will shut me down. Because if, you're arrogant and you feel like your opinion is the only opinion that matters or that is important, then it'll shut me down. And you'll be like, why are you so quiet? Because usually you talking, usually you, and they'll also say, you're so jovial, whatever. But I'm like, life is short, and we do not know when our time is up. So I say smile. I say find humor in stuff. And be confident in what you do know and what you're passionate about. Just do it. So be like Nike and just do it. So that's my show for today. And I hope to see you next one. See ya.